Good morning, viewers. Good morning once again. Today, I welcome you to our morning devotion from Faith Church, Eastgate Parish in Nakuru County. My name is Jia Jerog. I love Christ as my personal Savior. And this morning, I have a topic which will be guided by Hebrews 13 verses 5 and 6. My topic for today is "The Lord is my helper," and I will focus on finding courage in God's constant presence. And let's read that verse. Hebrews 13 verses 5 and 6, which says, "Keep your lives from the love of money and be content with what you have, because God has said, 'Never will I leave you, never will I forsake you.'" 6. So we say with confidence, "The Lord is my helper. I will not be afraid. What can mere mortals do to me?" Welcome once again. This passage was written by Jewish Christians who are struggling financially, socially, emotionally, and they were tempted to give up their faith to seek safety in material things and to fear what people might do to them. It was written to remind us today that God is enough. You are not alone. You are not without help, and you have nothing to fear. Honestly, life often feels uncertain. Jobless, illness, strained even relationship, failure, fear what lies ahead. But in the midst of it all, we have a powerful truth to hold on it today. The Lord is my helper. Not the Lord was, not the Lord might be, but the Lord is. That simple sentence holds power, confidence, and even comfort, courage. God is not distant, He is passive. He is with us, helping, strengthening, and even guiding us in our lives. There's a story of a young boy who was trapped on a cliff during a hiking. His father, a trained mountaineer, came up from below and shouted, "Jump, my son. I am right here. I'll catch you." The boy couldn't see his father because of fog, but he heard the voice and he jumped. He did not jump because he saw, he jumped because he knew his father was there. That is the faith. That's what it means to say, "The Lord is my helper." In Psalms 46 and verses 1 says, "God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble." This psalm was written by sons of Korah, a group of Leviticus musicians and worship leaders in the temple of God. They were writing to the people of Israel, and by extension to all believers in every generation, and it was a song of encouragement and assurance of God's presence in power in times of trouble. Maybe you have been living in afraid, not just of situation, but of surrendering everything to God. Maybe your faith has been shaken, depending on your strength for a long time. This morning, I'm reminding you, you don't have to carry it any longer. God is not just a distant figure in heaven. He is your helper. When David stood before the Goliath, he didn't trust in his strength. He trusted in God. When Peter walked on water, he cried out, but Jesus said, "Come." If the Lord is helping you, what can a man do to you? There are 3 ways to live this truth daily. And number 1 is acknowledge God's presence first every day. Before checking on your phone, say, "God, thank you for being my helper today." And another one is refuse fear when it comes. When worry hits, encounter it with Hebrews 13:6. God is my helper, I will not fear. Today you have heard the truth that needs to go deeper than your ears. It needs to reach to your heart. But if we are honest, many of us are carrying a fear of the unknown, fear of failure, fear of what people think, fear of the next step. Some of us are walking through a season where you feel like you have to do everything in your own, carrying burdens by your own, making decisions by your own, fighting battles alone with your own strength. God did not create you to carry it alone. He is not just watching from a distance. He is your helper. He is ready to step in, to strengthen you, to guide you, and lift the road. This is a moment to say in confidence, the Lord is my helper. Tunapomalizia hii ibada ya asubuhi, tusiondoke na andiko hili kama maneno tu mazuri ya faraja. Tulichukue na kuivaa katika siku yetu ya leo yote. Wakati hofu inataka kuingia, sema kwa imani, Bwana ndiye msaidizi wangu. Wakati mashaka yanajitokeza, sitaogopa. Wakati watu wanakukataa au hali inakuwa ngumu, sema mwanadamu atanitendea nini? Hili andiko sio tu maneno ya kutia moyo, ni tamko la imani. Mungu yuko pamoja nawe, yuko kwa ajili yako. Nani msaidizi wako sasa hivi? Katika jina la Baba na Mwana na Roho Mtakatifu. Amina.